I like your hair color you do yourself.
Oh my gosh, yes, thank you.
Oh, word.
It's well done.
Hot and fresh.
Don't tempt me with a good time. This camera or that one? What show is this?
The Last Lap. Wasn't that what it's called the first season, The Last Lap?
The pit stop.
So what was The Last Lap?
I don't know.
Wasn't there a show called, am I making this up? Okay.
I just wanted to embarrass you by being silent.
The
There was.
gaslighting.
Oh, the last stop?
The Last Lap. Anyway, I don't
Last
fucking know.
lap?
The Last
Oh,
Lap.
like RuPaul's Drag lap? Okay. Like a lap.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Anyway. Hello, y'all. What's good? It's your girl, Monet Exchange, and welcome back to The Pit Stop, the only official recap series of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Stars Season 10. Can you believe it? We're at the final bracket, the final batch of bitches, and to do this pit stop, we could not think of doing it with someone who is... What's the word I'm looking for?
Stable.
Stable? We need to put you in a stable, girl. She is a pit stop legend. She loves pink. It is the iconic Thorgy Thor in the house. Hi, Thorgy.
Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da. Love blue.
Love blue. You are blue. Okay.
I
y'all.
tried. I kind of switch it up.
Thorgy came with a full blue outfit. She spent the past hour and 57 minutes agonizing over if to wear an orange shoe or the blue shoe.
Well, let's ask the audience. So I brought 2 shoes. I painted these in the hotel last night.
And you look like it.
I know. You know what? I don't need this. Yes, I do. But the other show was like a color pop, right?
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
bright pink and orange. It was cute.
It was beautiful
I
shit.
asked everyone in this building, even people on the street, I'm like, which shoe? And they're like, what? So the pop of color is like Kathy Griffin red tonight.
Yes. I have a question. Are the bangs and the fall supposed to match? Are they supposed to be the same color red? Or are they different?
They're supposed to be.
Okay.
But it was impossible. I bought like 14 different hair. This is my real hair, by the way. And
She don't wear
and then the
wigs.
bang fell apart. Girl, I'm a little bit of a mess. But
No,
I
girl, you
never
look
stop
good.
the
You
energy.
look good. You
Thanks
look
for
good.
clocking me. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thorgy, I miss you. The last gig we did together, we were in London together.
What? No, we weren't there together though.
Oh.
Because you left me at the hotel from the city before. You don't remember this?
No, girl, not that. I'm talking about the classical
Oh.
gig we did
Oh,
in
you want to
London.
Tell the story again.
No, I'm
no,
not.
you were very clever. You clocked the bang, now you clock the gig. That's
No, not you, but like, it was the last.
Point at me? Did you try to hit me with your Cynthia Erivo nails? You're trying to scratch me. You won. Half win, but you won. Enough is enough.
Have you seen the video of Cynthia Erivo singing and her
hands are
nails?
so big.
The hands, because her nails
Her hands are
swell.
so like werewolf big, and I'm like, it's amazing.
Fierce. I love. She looks like an otherworldly figure.
How does
It's
she
fierce.
do anything?
The first time I met you, it was the summer of 2012. I was doing a young artist program with Jasmine Rice, and we walked into the Ritz, and there was a flood in the basement of the Ritz.
That's
so y'all
the-
were doing the show on the second floor.
Well,
second floor
that
of the
Saliva
Ritz.
Tuesdays at the Ritz show was
iconic.
amazing. This show was literally like local girls running around getting
Yes.
paid nothing, but we loved it so much. Literally, we had other queens that I couldn't hire. I was like, how much should I pay you to work the spotlight? You know, we like
Yes.
made it work.
Yeah,
like
you did,
it was
you
such a
did.
great show, and
Yeah.
so many queens have come in and out of there.
Honey
and,
LeBron showed up that apple that time that you ate. Can I tell the story?
Tell the story, go.
Yeah, so we're doing this show, Celebrity Tuesday at the Ritz, and then so this queen named Honey LeBron is doing this number. It was like a toss my salad number. She picks up this bowl.
Well, we didn't know at the time.
We didn't know at the time. She set this bowl.
Wait, context. So she was walking around the bar, like dressed in like a picnic, like Dorothy,
Yeah.
with a basket. And we were like, oh, I like your cute number.
Work.
Okay.
She starts doing this number where she's putting all these items into the salad bowl to make this.
On the floor. She
on the
laid a
floor.
whole picnic.
And then at the end of the number, it's like, where is the apple? She turns around, long story short, and she gets the apple out of an orifice of her body and puts it into
Stop.
this
She
bowl.
bent over, spread eagle, ripped her tights open, and it popped out.
This is a family show, Thorge. I'm trying to be so we can put this
I
on-
said spread eagle, like the bird. An eagle flew into Saliva Tuesdays at the Ritz. Drop the apple, blood now.
And then Thorgy, of course, not paying attention, like didn't see that part of the number,
I
right?
did. Everyone went, oh!
Oh, I thought it was like, oh, what happened?
And I went, where did the apple come from? Oh, an apple. Oh, she simulated it coming out of her
And we're
body.
like, no, she didn't. So Thorgy's like, yeah, she did. So Thorgy reaches her hand.
No. She sliced it up and tried to feed it to the audience. And everyone was like, no. And I'm like, I'll eat a piece. You guys are all grossed out from this like simulated thing. And I ate a piece and everyone lost it.
Oh! And Thorgy ate the apple from Honey LeBron's orifice.
And later, Honey goes, girl. I'm like, really came out of my eagle. And I was like, that came out of your butt? And then it hit me. How long was that in her mouth?
She walked around the entire night at the
Never
bar.
went to the restroom. 4 hours? 12? Anyway, it was tasty.
So, speaking of All Stars 10, we're here.
What are we doing here?
We are 10 seasons into All Stars. Did you ever think All Stars would go this far?
I've been doing drag, I think this year for like 23 years. And I'm 28, so doing pretty good. But the thing is like we hustled in New York. We hit the ground running. We worked for nothing. And I was like, oh, how does it get better, right? We were always negotiating, trying to do better, trying to be more business fish, you know? And then as soon as RuPaul's Drag Race started, I went, there it is.
There it is, girl.
And I said, that's where I belong.
I thought that you gave stellar performances on season 8.
Me too.
And in All Stars 3, I don't know what the you were smoking, you that up, but I think if you come back again, you really kill it. I really believe that in my heart of hearts. You would win.
That was nice of you to say.
Let's talk about a little drama from last week. So we have Georges, Mistress, and Lydia advance from the second bracket of girls. Do you like this trio?
Georges. Well, this is her 12th time back too now. You know what? She is like a fireball. She's really talented. The last season when she did that. Thank you. You know exactly.
Yes.
Like we all went like this.
Oh, beautiful.
Can you imagine Cynthia Erivo doing that with her nails? She could do it by herself. She becomes everyone. Decapitated. That's good. But anyway, she flew across the wall and I said, all right, this girl is young, energy, funny, performing. She's a little quiet for me as a personality.
Oh, okay.
I want her to come more out to be like, this is what I stand for and this is why I should win. I want her to be, you know what I mean? Turn up the dial.
I can get behind that. And what about Miss Lydia? She was new.
But I think she was so young. She just got off her season. She's like, why would I didn't win.
Yeah.
You know, just go. If Lydia, you're listening, haven't met you yet in person, let's hang out.
Well, she lives in Pittsburgh, girl. She has to get out of there.
Wow, you're really
I mean, get out of there. Go to New York, go to LA.
I was gonna say it's like an hour bus or something.
Yeah, get out of there. And what about Mistress is a bitch Brooks?
What's in here?
We put just a little vodka in yours.
Not enough. So, listen, we're still talking about television personalities, right?
Huge one.
That's what I'm saying. So when she's on screen, she's so villainous.
Uh-huh.
She's a tremendous TV personality. She's bringing the energy, and I'll say this, even close up, like, that girl can paint.
Oh, she is
Like
for the back, for the bleachers,
smooth.
for the parking lot across the street. She is painted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what? Bigger girls have like these beautiful palettes to work with. I'm like a Skeletor. I have no face, so I've been to so many plastic surgery consultations. I'm like, how do you make me bigger?
I think
You know, how do you give me a
girl.
bigger face? When I first time I got injected and whatever, they were like, whoa, you should have been coming for years. They were like, are you like an actor? And I was like, I mean, I kind of.
You are, Thorgy. You're acting really funny right now. So, Mistress, I mean, to get to this spot though, she definitely strategized and plotted and twisted the game to get here. Do you think Mistress is going to excel in this type of game going forward?
Well, this is the whole thing. Do we want a villain to win? Also, me, I don't give a Oh, can I say
Yeah.
Okay, I don't give a I just love when we have somebody to watch that's like, who is she gonna piss off next?
Yeah.
And she's that girl.
Yeah. I mean, who was the last villain that won Drag Race?
Violet Chachki.
Yeah, she's a villain.
Although I love
Oh, I love Violet.
We
but she's
always
a
got
villain.
along.
He's a villain at the end of the movie that gets a redemption. And everyone likes him.
And also, the talent's there, so when he really is the funniest, he lacks all humble capabilities.
He's incapable
He'll
of.
tell you how funny he is and why you're not. And I'm like, love it.
But we can't forget a queen who didn't advance. Tina Burner did not advance.
I know. And that's our New York girl
That's
too.
a New York City girl. She slaved over that audition tape.
Well, I felt like that way for 8 years, so I didn't feel bad for her.
Yeah.
But, you know, she looks great. She's feeling good.
Yeah.
And, you know, she's working it out. She owns P-Town.
I know.
You know what I
She's
mean?
there
She's
every
become
summer.
like the staple with the rest of girls, Varla and Miss Richfield. It's good that she's back on television.
I know personally that she wanted to come back on All Stars. She was campaigning between other girls. We can get you on.
Yeah.
We can
I know.
get
I
you on the
love that
show.
when everyone's like, "Can you get me on the show?"
No.
I'm like, "They're not asking. I'm not
They don't
part of the
care
like the. I don't own the network. Like,
You don't own the theater.
also, I don't want you to go on. I just want my own show.
So let's get into this third and final bracket with these looks, shall we? First up, we got Miss Denali with these, I think, 3D printed ice skating boots. I love the shoes. I love her outfit. I think Denali looks good.
I think the ice skating boots are like a designer, D squared maybe?
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think they're D
Oh,
squared.
fierce. Up next, we have Acid Betty.
Love. I mean, what is going on?
Love
She
all of
makes
it.
everything.
That's crazy.
I love, what was it last season? She goes, I make everything but the shoe.
Yeah.
And when she does just buy the shoe, she's like decorating these huge,
I love
thigh
it.
high, like sewing patent PVC. I was like, girl, you're so crafty, so amazing.
She 3D prints things as
Yep.
well. I think this thing on her head's probably 3D printed.
and
Acid
she
Betty
only
is
gets
so
better
talented.
and better.
It's insane. And she's been doing drag for like 500 fucking years, you know?
Yeah. So
That's-
coming like this amphibian, I think it screams, I'm
Come on,
back.
amphibian. I've not heard that word since like 7th grade.
Amphibian?
Amphibian.
Yeah, it's like fish.
Yeah. That's a nice alternate for fish, Flora G.
All right, come on, vocabulary.
Yes. Come on, amphibian.
Can I make one critique?
Oh.
The nude tight, I wish was black
A black tie, you think?
because it matches the jacket.
I like it with how it is. I think it looks really good. I love the colors because it's like this pink fuchsia thing, then the orange.
God, she
and
looks
the-
so good.
Oh, it's so good. Acid looks great.
Yeah.
Up next, we have Alyssa Hunter, our Puerto Rican diva from season 14.
Good looking person in general. Also,
Yeah.
the fit is right,
Fit is good.
sexy.
Uh-huh.
It's powerful, it's cool. And I will say, like, the hair is just always so well done. You know what I mean? It's so polished.
She
Okay.
has really great drafts. I'm excited to see what you're gonna do.
Good
this
taste.
season. Yeah, very good taste. Good taste. Cynthia Cuckoo Lee Fontaine.
Does that air filter make my neck look fat?
Girl, this look is cuckoo. I did not like this look.
There is nothing she did not wear.
I guess she's like the queen of hearts because she's Miss Congeniality, maybe. She's like the queen of many
You are
hearts.
stretching. Woo.
Yeah, I didn't love this. I
Love
love
her.
Cynthia.
Love pink. Love black. Love red.
Yeah, love red. She's red all over, and she's gonna be red all over town for this wearing this look.
Next look.
Dia Betty, our punk rock diva.
Okay.
Very alt.
I want to get up close and actually see this breastplate. Is it leather?
Yes, I think it's made out of leather. and
Just,
the
I
nipples
mean,
are pierced.
imagine seeing this in that is a piece of quality.
Yeah.
Fashion. I want to feel the weight. I want to put it on. So cool. I want this plate.
Yeah.
So cool. She is something that's represented from like the Hot Topic kid from high
Yes.
school. Do you know what I mean?
I love
She's
that.
still being like, yeah, like I'm punk rock and I'm punk, and she sells it, and it's still really fashionable.
It's really fashionable, and she also does this really cool thing I don't see a lot of girls doing. She puts these like little metal balls to like simulate piercings over her
Yeah.
face.
I thought they were pierced at
No,
first, and I
bro,
said,
it's
girl,
fake.
that's a commitment.
She's fierce.
You know, I pierced the back of my neck and like that in high school. Yeah.
In high school?
And I also had both my conches pierced.
The is a conch?
You go through the very center of the ear.
Okay, I was thinking, I thought
bar.
it was a place down there.
That too.
Isn't that the place between your balls and your...
Do that again. Camera. But I wanted my cheeks pierced.
Oh, that's cute.
If
the
I
little
did, I would have
dimples.
like Bianca Del
The
Rio
little
dimples.
dimples, yeah. Did you know her dimples are fake? Did you know this?
Yeah.
Surgery.
Wow, you're really calling out the girls.
Alexa, call Bianca. Yeah, with Dia looks fierce. She's hot. Love, love, love this. Last but not least, Miss Ginger Minge making her 7th debut on RuPaul's Drag Race.
And she did not forget her bag, honey.
Or her neck. No, this is Ginger Minge's 4th time back on Drag Race. And I think this look is quintessential Ginger. 4. Season 7, All Stars 2, All Stars 6, and now All Stars 10.
Was a lot.
Girl.
Was it?
And so
Was-
this is very Ginger.
Yes.
I will say this about Ginger Minge. She shows up early. She's always has her lines ready. She is a showman through and through.
Professional.
Very professional.
And can sing. Right material. She's very smart.
Yeah.
Very. You're right.
She's great. She's
Yeah.
great. She's great. What was your favorite look?
Oh,
Forge. I'm saying Acid Betty for me.
I was gonna say Diabetes.
Okay.
I'm serious. I want to see this in person. It was
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah.
And really, for me, it was just about that. And arriving in her signature, like,
Yeah.
punk rock, looking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And she's also like 17 feet tall.
Bitch, she's so tall. Do you know who else is tall? Utica.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
Utica's
nice. My
tall.
neck going. That's why I'm like, yes,
Cranking
I'm like, everyone's so short. I'm like, yeah. That was like Diabetes. Thank you. That's what it's like.
Georgie is also into like really short, broy looking
Hairy
guys. You like a
man,
hairy like plumber.
masculine, rude. Yeah, like a plumber.
Yeah, like, what's up, Thorge? You gonna come over tonight or what?
Yeah.
Very that.
Kind of want to be pushed around a little bit.
Thorge likes a man built like a fire hydrant.
Yeah, who like trying to tells me what to do, but really I'm
Yeah.
in charge.
So for the Maxi Challenge this week, the queens have to pair up with their best frenemy to design and create a look inspired by Wicked for Good. One good witch and one wicked, along with the backstory for their pair. But he said these are not replicas of the movie. This is like its own thing. Would you have loved the challenge, Thornton?
Yeah,
Y'all did Wizard of Oz for season 8.
we did.
Yeah, you were Emerald City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whole other story.
Right away at the top of the show, we're reminded of the season 14 tension between Daya Betty and Alyssa Hunter. Do you think there still might be some corned beef between the two of them?
So they hated each other on their original season because
Yeah.
she was like, I think she's a bitch.
Yes.
So
I
I'm
mean,
like,
Daya Betty was. Daya Betty being shocked that people thought she was a bitch or whatever. I'm like, girl, you were a on your season.
Like,
you were
really
so
nasty
mean to
to
everyone. And then we also see Acid and Cynthia reuniting. How does it feel to see your girls back in the workroom after
mean,
all these years?
jealous. I want to
know.
go back.
Imagine if you win this bracket. That would have been such good television.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, I actually put myself, I'm sure you do the same thing. You're like, if I were there,
Yes. ...
Yes. And I was like, oh, that would have been so fun.
Yeah.
Also, I would have wanted to work with Acid too. And here's the thing. I think she would have picked me too.
You think so?
Probably not.
Well, I mean, I think we kind of start seeing all these like alliances going on, and Acid Betty's like laying out like the plan for what she thinks is gonna go on, which I think
Yeah.
is very smart. And I mean, it's also the side gag to me of Daya Betty and Ginger Minj talking. It's literally like
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one shot where
yeah,
it
the
was
one
like,
shot of them.
You know what it reminds me of? Do you ever see the movie James and the Giant Peach?
Yes.
Ant Spiker and Ant Sponge.
Yes.
Hello, Halloween. They need to do this immediately. One of them is small and shaped like a 0, and the other one is shaped like the letter L.
Yeah.
And that was literally the two of them. I'm
Literally,
like,
though.
this is shamazing. So,
What do you think about alliances? Would you do an alliance situation if you
okay,
went to All
can
Stars?
I just say this? I was the first person to try and make an alliance on All Stars.
What'd you do? With who?
Nobody wanted me. I was the only one who was like, I'm open to alliances. This meme that I get memed every time. You've never seen this?
No.
Okay, it's me going, I'm open to alliances when I had to like beg for my spot there.
Yeah,
I forgot
yeah.
even. I tried to make alliances day 1. I was like, let's talk about it. Because to me, it was Survivor of Drag. It was All Stars now, different rules.
Yes.
We're all talented and cool and gorgeous. Perfect. Let's alliance up. You know,
Yes.
let's start fighting. Let's give them television. I mean, it's fun. Nobody wanted to work with me. Secretly, there was already an alliance and didn't include me. I started it.
Yeah.
And then everyone else did it.
So you think you're better than everyone else?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. So we see the queens deciding who they're going to pair up with. And girl, Alyssa wants Daya, but she's curved because Daya wants Acid and Ginger. And then Daya and Acid seem to be the ones that everyone wants to be on the team
Yes.
because they can both sew. Who from this group of 6 would you have wanted to be their partner?
How about you?
Bitch, from the 6 in the competition.
No,
girl.
how about who would you want
Oh.
to? I'm just I like evaded
like,
the
oh, that's
question
me.
by asking you. No, I
I
want to be on your
think-
team.
I think I...
Gotcha, bitch. I said Acid because I know Acid is very, very crafty.
Yeah.
I don't think we would have butt heads. We've been friends for like 20 years.
But girl, you and Acid,
I know.
y'all would talk
I
too much.
know.
Thorgy, girl, you cannot decide on blue or orange.
I know.
shoes
I've been
today
thinking about the whole time. Should have wore the pink. Should have wore the pink shoes.
Would you want to be the good witch or the wicked witch? The Glinda or the Elphaba?
I don't know. That's a tough question.
I think I lean more to good in my moral compass, so I would want to be the good witch.
Girl, you're a lying, thieving, ugly witch. Although you already wrote the nails, so that's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here are the actual pairs. We have Acid and Denali,
Okay.
Daya and Ginger,
Yes.
Alyssa and Cynthia. Which of these pairs are you most interested in seeing what they create together?
Ginger and
You-
Daya. I'm just interested in
Okay.
seeing those two, how they're gonna work together creatively.
Well, Ginger won't stop telling us that she still does not know how to sew, so I'm not interested in that.
And
It's
how
gonna
do
be
you feel
awful.
about that? Should she have picked up a sewing
Yes!
machine and read instruction number 1?
Yes.
Power button. Plug in. Okay. Which, by the way, is how I learned how to sew.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart or something 40 years ago, and I went, all right, here we go. Step number 1, and then you learn, the toughest part is learning how to work.
Oh, so
the
we're
machine.
rounding down. 60 years ago. Be real.
Oh my God, where is the drinks?
The level of delusion between Cynthia and Alyssa to think that they're gonna be the most formidable opponents. I'm sorry, does that sound shady? I was like, y'all think y'all the ones? Interesting.
They really do.
Yeah. And you know what? But I always say this, to do drag, just period, you have to be a little delusional. You have to think that you're the most pretty,
100%.
the most talented. You have to, or else you're not gonna get nowhere.
That's you.
Like, you're delusional. You should.
I'm just a crazy person. You know? I'm like, okay. Do I think I'm prettier than everyone else? No.
You don't think so, Thorgy? I think you're beautiful.
Thank you, baby. Denali did mention though, she's like, no, I've been like practicing and stuff, which I actually noted, and I was like, okay, girl, see, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not the best craftsmanship, I'm not a designer, but I know how to make something for my body. Here we go.
And she is f***ing hot.
So
Bitch. Oh, she look good.
got a nice butt.
Yeah, nice butt, nice class.
Skin, fit.
Girl.
All right, Denali.
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Oh my God. Well, have you ever kai kai?
No.
No, you're not into that.
No. I mean, I have. Many times. I mean, this was like Saliva Tuesdays with the Reds.
Oh, got it,
all
got
the
it, got
time.
it, got it.
All around New York.
Really?
You couldn't stop me. I would sleep with a cab driver. Anything. Because it's fun. It's a story to tell. Also, there was no... God, I'm really aging myself. I'm only 28. Did I say 28 before?
Yes.
28.
Correct.
So,
Also,
you
kai
know,
kai means f***ing queens, girl, not people. It's kai kai is like, would you
with
fuck another
another queen.
queen?
I was just like, let me tell you my whole sexual history.
Prep.
No.
No, that's not your thing.
I'm into hairy, short men.
So Ginger. There may be a love story there for you. You know she's poly. She has like 2 partners. You could be the 3rd.
Next question.
We see the queens picking their fabrics and materials and also start figuring out their backstory. What do you think is the best way to balance the inspiration being wicked without like doing like a replica?
I mean, let's stay away from pastels and whites, right?
Yeah.
Those dark colors. Maybe something animalistic.
Yeah.
Animalistic is like rare, like
Yeah,
right?
true. Okay.
Something vicious.
Denali says, I'm gonna take risks in this.
Oh, I loved this.
And they're talking, she's like, you know, this season, RuPaul, I'm gonna be a risk taker. I'm gonna really step out the box. You know what, for mine, I'm gonna be Ice.
She goes, you know, girl, like, just the one who's like kind of spoiled and like hanging out. What a risk taker she is, you know. Woo, girl. Calm it down, rein it in.
For their group, Acid literally sews the costumes, and she says, I'm writing Denali's backstory too. I'm like,
Yeah.
what the f did Denali do?
Yeah.
Denali just sitting there watching Acid work?
She's napping.
She's being a little princess napping.
She's cleaning her nap.
Little Ice princess.
She was sharpening her lace.
The next day, as the queens are getting ready for the runway, extra special guest judges Cynthia Erivo
You.
and Ariana Grande
Me.
stop by the
That's
workroom. Do you love when the guest judges come in the workroom?
They are so tiny.
They're so adorable.
Tiny.
Oh,
little,
girl!
like,
Jinx Monsoon and I did this campaign for Drag Race for...
You did work with them.
We worked with them, and when I tell you, they were in like 6-inch heels each, and they were killing to me and Jinx's hips. They are tiny women.
And just like waifs.
Yes, but also with these huge fucking voices.
Yeah.
It's really, really fierce. Do you think that the queens are feeling extra homosexual with this like very gay moment? Ginger Midge is crying.
This is the gayest episode that we've ever had on this.
So gay. And Dia has these like black lenses, and I just see Dia look up and like, so.
And everyone goes, don't look at me.
I know, it's fucking scary, girl. Shall we get into the runway story?
Love runways.
Let's do it. Category is Good Witch and Wicked Witch. First up, we have Ginger Minj and Dia Betty doing Water and Wind. What do you think about this group?
It is very watery fabric, and then they come out with this story. Ginger is very professional.
She's so funny.
Very funny, and I don't know that I could have done a better job if I'm like, all right, I'm the C. What kind of like, you know, cheeky jokes can I tell about the C?
Condensation joke.
And every single one of them.
Her power is retaining water.
And my favorite thing is at the semen. You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, she really nailed it out of the park. And Dia was a really lovely counterpart. Ginger was stronger for me.
Dia was more physical. Like Dia was like getting down
She
and
really
doing,
was, like,
all this
using
like
her-
stuff. It was like very good. Like we're watching. She was just,
Mime
like,
theater.
Mime theater. Like she was a fucking.
And then I went up, whoa! And then I went down. And I'm like, all right, girl, calm down.
Up next, we have Cynthia Lee Fontaine and Alyssa Hunter as Fire and Water.
I didn't care for her costume. Let's just get to the point.
Yeah, it didn't give water at all. Because she had flowers on it. I'm like,
No.
what
And can I be real?
Please.
Listen, I'm not the most fashion forward,
Same.
but I got good taste, right?
Yeah.
When a gown,
Well-
shut up. When a gown goes all the way down and then cuts like 4 inches before the shoe,
Baby.
I'm like, it literally is like a.
It's an eyesore. But no, Alyssa's look was stunning.
It really was
It
polished.
looks really
she
beautiful.
She has great taste.
She has great taste. She looks really, really good.
She loves a good like thigh boot.
Yeah.
The story was a little wackadoo.
Yeah.
But
was
you know, they
cuckoo,
were
one
having
would
fun.
say.
It was cuckoo and they were
Yeah.
having fun and like they both look decent for a design challenge. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, I didn't really like Cynthia's dress so much. I
Yeah.
really, really, really like when it hits the floor.
Last but not least, we have Acid Betty and Denali. as Fire and Ice.
See? And this was amazing. Can I start with Denali?
Please.
Thank you for hitting the floor.
Yes.
She looks like the Statue of Liberty. Like, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Just that simple drape. She used the accessories the right way. The updo made her look so feminine.
I was gonna say, she looks like just some lady that stepped onto Drag Race. Denali is beautiful, but she was like just a soft, beautiful
Her
lady.
skin was glowing and soft.
Yeah, it was great.
And then right next is Acid Betty. What'd you think of Acid Betty?
I think Acid Betty looks incredible. She looks incredible. Who was your favorite pair?
I liked Alyssa and Denali's looks the best.
Okay.
But in terms of pairs,
Yeah.
Ginger.
Ginger and
Because
Daya.
the performance was so important for this to tell
Yeah.
a story.
Yeah.
And when I watched it, I'm like, oh, they like recorded their voiceovers, they acted it out.
Yeah.
It was the funniest.
I agree.
And Ginger carried it, but that was the best group.
And who struggled the most to you?
Okay, can I say this?
No.
What was with the coffee, the iced coffee?
Oh yeah, right. I forgot about the
Did you see, like they came out Fire and Ice, we didn't even talk,
Why were
like
they called?
their storyline was like, and together we make great iced coffee. And I went, what the hell's going on
that
here?
was f***ing weird. I don't know what
was
this
going
about.
on?
Yes, I would say them.
The hot glue fumes got to their heads when they were writing the story.
So after the judges' critiques, we find out that the top 2 queens of the week are Ginger Minj and Daya Betty.
Is that what you thought?
Yes.
Me too.
Yeah, yeah. I thought
But
so too.
also Ginger like carried that.
I mean, but Daya's
writing-
physicality, I think, really helped give more dynamics, more levels to the group, if
Okay.
you will, in my humble opinion. So because they win, they get to lip sync, and to keep on theme of this being the gayest episode of Drag Race ever, they
It really is
lip-sync
gay. I'm about to cry.
Defying Gravity, the original Broadway cast recording with Idina Menzel and Kristen Chenoweth.
Amazing.
The chance to lip sync that song on
You
Drag
say.
Race, I am so jealous.
Like,
The amount of solo shows I've closed down in New York City doing that song with someone from the kitchen running to get a garbage
you'll
bag.
even go see another girl show when it's on. They're like, Georgie, get up here.
Come up here.
Hold my cape. And I'm
Literally.
like,
Girl.
we perform. It's so gay and amazing and
So good.
iconic.
So
and then
good.
here it is on a. They're very lucky.
Yeah, they're very lucky. And I know Ginger Minj, she's like, this is my moment. This theater queen bitch. What do you think of the lip sync overall?
My thing is this. There's a million yards of fabric in the back. If you knew that there was even a slight possibility that you were gonna lip sync.
Baby.
You take yards of fabric.
Baby.
You shove it somewhere.
Baby.
You hide it under some production equipment in the back.
Baby.
You don't tell anyone. And when you're out there, you grab it. And when it goes, and bye,
Girl.
you grab it and you run. That one stunt,
Would win you every lip sync now until the end of time.
it will be a meme forever.
No one will
Hello?
ever win a lip sync because you did that.
Where was the witch cape? I mean,
Baby,
come on.
Daya had a cape on. I was like, girl.
And she didn't take the. I wanted
take
her
the
to
belt
open up
off
the belt and at
and-
least run back and forth, just flying, just for 1 second.
Yes, that's all we needed.
So
Bitch,
it was a little bit of like standing there singing.
Yeah.
And Daya used it. I just for that
no,
song.
it
I'm
could
like,
have been. Because I will honestly say, from the beginning, I was like, oh, Ginger Minj got her. But Daya, the way she got
Yeah.
down, she was really
Oh,
into
in
it.
emotion.
In the-
Lyrics hit
It
her.
was really good. I think if Daya would have pulled out a trick like that, she could have won that lip sync against Ginger.
If it were me and you, I would have said, "Girl, do a dirty dancing move on the count of
And
three."
I got you.
And
And you know,
I
I
would
would
try and
sac-
pick you up.
Because-
I'd be like something, anything.
Something.
You would have fell on the floor, but it still would have been funny. Ah,
I was
double
like,
win, double win.
Girl, I've been walking outside. I was like, y'all ain't lip syncing. If you see me on there, come and just grab the back of my
Or
cape.
can one of you run back and grab me some fabric? Exactly.
Something, girl.
Anyway.
One thing I'll guarantee, Ginger Minj knows every comma, colon,
Breath.
semicolon, breath, inhale. And she knows every single thing in this song,
Yeah.
and she gave that in the lip sync. She did a good job. So beautiful. Stop. Stop.
You stop.
Stop. It was just so beautiful.
Ginger really hit me hard with that one.
She did.
I need a sip of this cocktail.
Me too.
Too wicked.
Too wicked. For good. So Ginger Minj wins the lip sync. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, agreed. So for now, that puts Ginger Minj in the lead because for winning
Perfect.
the lip sync and the episode, she wins 3
Yep.
points. Daya Betty, as the first runner-up, has 2 points.
Okay.
And now there are 4 points, 1 to each of the bottom 4 girls, and they
You
get
can't
to
keep it themselves.
No, they can't. How do you think the queens are gonna end up dividing the points up, though?
Okay, so bottom 4 are Acid, Cuckoo
Denali.
Choo, Denali,
Alyssa.
and Alyssa. Acid's gonna give a point to Cynthia, and Cynthia's gonna give a point to Acid.
I see Acid giving her point to Denali.
All right, they could teams.
Teams. That's why I think they might.
So the
just do
teammates
that.
might just give to keep it even.
Exactly. Boo.
That's when I would be there, and I'm so good at just like dropping like.
Oh, you're a great manipulator.
Oh, I would be like, Cynthia, I don't want to be like, see, I already got you. Like, but Acid said something about you, and like, I don't know if she's gonna give you that point that she said. But I'm just saying, if you give it to me, I'll give it back. Just, let's do that. I love it.
Oh, that's
and then I
so
would go
good.
to every girl and say that.
Who from this bracket, Thorgy Thor, do you see winning All-Star Season 10?
You're serious with that question?
Yes, that ass.
Okay, I have always seen Acid Betty as a winner. If she doesn't make it on, I hope that she showcases exactly the queen that I love and know as a crafty, like, queen. I love her, love her. As a winner of this All-Stars in the Fame, Ginger
Minj. Yeah, I think Ginger.
I think she's earned it. That's the thing.
She's so well-rounded too. I think Ginger's a very well-rounded
She's smart.
queen.
She keeps coming back, and I'm like, Ginger's a winner for me.
Yeah. And girl, we haven't even gone to the acting, which she's so fucking good at. Like
Singing.
Singing. The top two from this bracket will be Ginger Minj and Acid for me, and I think Ginger Minj is gonna edge her out.
Okay, we might be surprised.
We might be.
All of a sudden, Denali comes out of nowhere or something. I don't know.
I didn't see Lydia Butthole Collins having the second most points in her bracket, but
There she was,
All
girl.
right.
You never know. Thorgy Thor, this has been such a pleasure having you here.
I love you.
I love you. We have been friends for so many years. We've done so many gigs, drank so many bottles of wine. And you know what? There's so many more to come.
I hope we can do some more classical music together.
I would love that.
We did Lincoln Center.
We did. That was so fun. For 3,000 people, the biggest showing they've ever had.
It was amazing, and we're gonna try and take the show otherwise.
Yeah.
But if it's not that show, I hope I can play with you somewhere else. Oh my God, I forgot. I'm playing the Hollywood Bowl.
Bitch, can I get a
And it's in the same series as Cynthia Erivo. Why did I not talk about this?
I'm gonna be there.
No, it's just me.
No, Cynthia Reed.
So gross. I'm like plugging this. Some more classical music and fun and drag.
Yeah. Well, Thorgy, until next time, it's been a pleasure, my diva.
I love being here.
We love you being here.
Stop.
And we love you stopping by. Once again, I'm your girl, Monet Exchange. And y'all, we're here every Saturday recapping episodes of RuPaul's Drag Race All-Star Season 10. So until next time, have a good day, bitch. Can you laugh?
we should stop there.
That one. All right, good. I love your like nudie drag. Like you're like, no, my body's good, just a little cinch. But like that, girl, I can't wear no tights with my big hairy legs.
Yo, Thorgy is hairy,
I
girl.
really am. I tried to be that girl one time years ago where I was like, I'm gonna shave my legs and like be Naomi Smalls. And it was a nightmare. Growing back, I was like, I can't do this, so I hate you.
Hey, you want more non-Emmy nominated gay you traders? Well, then don't forget to subscribe to the RuPaul's Drag Race YouTube page.